Hi class, in this recording we are going to be focusing on the cytoskeleton. As we look at our cytoskeleton, it's a network of filaments. There are multiple kinds of filaments. Some of them are hollow tubes, some of them are thick strands, and some of them are very thin strands. And we can see multiple examples of those filaments here in this diagram. And then in the lower right hand corner of your screen, you can see elements of the cytoskeleton that have been stained to different colors so that you can see how we have different filaments in different parts of the cell. As we look at the cytoskeleton, we have the three primary structures, which are microfilaments, intermediate fibers, and microtubules that make up the majority of our cytoskeleton. As we look at the cytoskeleton, microfilaments in particular, as their name implies, are very, very small. Micro referring to very tiny. So they're about 6 nanometers thick. They're made of repeating actin subunits, and they form a web, a terminal web within the cell. We also have intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments are just a little bit thicker than the microfilaments, and they're made up of keratin. And we have quite a bit of intermediate filaments within the keratinocytes, or the skin cells of our bodies. And they give the cells shape and help our cells to resist physical stress. And then we have microtubules. These are the big hollow tubes. And these microtubules are going to be made up of lots of tubulin subunits. Microtubules are going to radiate outward from an organelle known as the centrosome. And from the centrosome, they can come and go. Well, the microtubules serve the function of maintaining the cell shape, holding organelles in place, and they act as railroad tracks or highways so that we have walking motor proteins that can carry vesicles from one part of the cell to another part of the cell on the microtubule network. Microtubules are also going to make up the axonemes of both cilia and flagella, and for mitotic spindles, which are significant during nuclear division. Here's a figure from your text showing microtubules. Notice how we have very small subunits being compounded upon each other, and these microtubules can be made of individual tubulins, or are made of individual tubulins. We could have a single tube, a double, or a triple tube. Microtubules are also going to have small extensions from them. Those small extensions are referred to as dynin, and dynin are movement proteins. That's all we have for this recording on the cytoskeleton. This was short and sweet. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them in the class discussion board or shoot me an email. And as always, happy studies.